I did a few mods on the old Impala here. A lot of Summit stuff has been dumped into this car. A few weeks ago I put on a set of Summit Street and Strip, I think they're called, mufflers. I don't know if you can really see it anymore, it's just so low, but the black ones are made in the United States. So I think they're copies of the Super 40s. I got those hooked up with Walker Dynamax pipes up to the cats, 2.5 inch. And out the back, I got a set of used Walker Dynamax 2.5 inch pipes with the resonators deleted. So it looks like a factory exhaust system, but it's not. I'll start it up in a minute. And also, just finished updating the brakes. I had to do a bunch of brake work, so a friend of mine gave me these. These are Summit aluminum calipers for B-bodies. They're actually made by SSVC. I put them on there. They seem to stop out as well as the originals did, but they look cool, so there's that. And I also did stainless braided hoses all around. I had to replace most of the brake lines after I did the stealth bolt mod. Rusty lines can handle the additional pressure in the back and blue. So I'll start this up. I like them. Got a nice deep rumble. It's not really that much drone inside the car. And they sound good at a wide open throttle on the road. Going back to the brakes. I had to replace just about every piece of line in this car when I did the stealth bolt, which is a metering bolt mod. Which changes the bias so there's more pressure going to the back. Because these cars from the factory was like 90% or somewhere around there for the front and 10% in the back, as that was up for drum brakes like this car, which is fine for drum brakes. They don't need much power to work. But GM was cheap, never did anything, and the rears did almost nothing on these cars. Those pads would last you the lifetime of the car in most cases. So this changes it to 65% front and I think 35% on the rear. And because of the added pressure on the rear, the rust on the rear lines got to it and it blew as soon as I hit the pedal. So I had to replace it all. I put this NiCop nickel copper brake line here. And even with that stuff, bending this 1/4 inch line sucks. It's ugly, but it works. So, a few little mods on this car. And I don't know if I've shown these yet. New tires. The Nitto NT 555s, summer tires. These things are fantastic. Very difficult to spin these tires. They grip so well. So, that's this thing. Working on buffing the paint, which you can only do so much with paint this beat, but it's a big improvement over when I bought the car. And painted the spoiler. Came out alright, nothing spectacular. I shouldn't have painted on a humid day, but it is what it is. Yeah, a lot of touch-up paint, so it hit a lot of the problems. Yeah. That's about all I've done with this thing.